And welcome back to the Fantasy Zone. I'm Courtney Salmon. This is Jason Earnest, and Kirk Vito is not with us right now. Before the break, we started on our sit-em. And for quarterback, who do you got?
He had the highest scoring quarterback 2 weeks ago. He won't be this week. Kirk Cousins for the Redskins. I have been betting against in every way possible against the Patriots. I surrender. I know when I'm beaten. Sit Kirk Cousins, and I mean that sincerely. There's better options out there. And he's just not going to produce. Although he is coming off a bye week, you think he'd be prepared. You're going against the best coach in the NFL. No, don't start Kirk Cousins.
For running back, I have actually Melvin Gordon versus my team rival, the Bears. Like, the Bears are, hear me out, the Bears are not a fantastic team, but they are pretty good at the defensive stop. And I think Melvin Gordon, I mean, he's just not the best option for you this week.
Martin for the Buccaneers, I'd sit.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I know he gets lots of touches, and it's counterintuitive. He's on my team, but I just feel like the Giants are going to show up. I feel like they're going to play him pretty hard. It's a big game. I think if they're Buccaneers do anything, they're going to do it in Winston's hands. So.
See, and I would have to disagree with you. I'd have to say that if they're going to do anything, it's going to be in Martin's hands because they're not going to be able to throw the ball.
It's like three things we disagree on.
I know.
It's going to be an interesting week next week when we show up. Somebody will call in sick next week for sure.
Apparently that was a blow at me right there. Okay, so for sitting for wide receiver, I actually have two.
Okay.
I was right last week. Sit Randall Cobb.
Absolutely.
Absolutely sit Randall Cobb. I think he got no points last week. It was terrible. And we're going against a very, very tough Panthers defense. I mean, yeah. And then also I have T.Y. Hilton. Sit that guy.
I could agree. I actually agree. T.Y. Hilton will always break your heart. He broke your heart last year. He'll break your heart this year. When you play him, he doesn't show up. When you don't play him, he has a great game. No, I agree with you. Sit T.Y. Hilton. Boy, I want to go back a little bit. I think play Des Bryant this week, okay? His first week back was very poor, but he was just knocking the rust off. He's going to get a lot more looks against the Eagles. You know what's going to happen in that game. There's going to be a lot of opportunities, a lot of offensive snaps for the Cowboys.
That's going to be a tough game.
He'll have his opportunities. But in regards to sitting a wide receiver, Pierre Garçon for the Redskins. I told you to play him 3 weeks ago. I was right. The Patriots are going to be all over him. Don't touch that game. Don't touch the Redskins player.
Don't touch that game. For tight end, I have sit Jason Witten against the Eagles.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Because I think that the Cowboys and the Eagles are going to be all over him as the defense. They are going to be all over him. He's the only, real option right now.
Oh, you could be more wrong, though. I mean, he always shows up. Witten's so on fire. And Eagles, again, there's so many offensive plays when you play the Eagles. There's no clock management. The Eagles coach doesn't care about that. And with more offensive snaps means more opportunities. I'd play the odds. You may be right about how the game progresses, but there'll be opportunities, and I'll roll the dice on Witten. So I would disagree with you on that tight end. I would say, in regard to sitting, I'd say sit Heath Miller, excuse me. You said sit him last week or 2 weeks ago. I was right. I think you were right on that. You got the Raiders. You got really good linebackers with the Raiders. That's typically who covers your tight ends. They're going to be jamming them on the line. The Raiders are starting to feel it. They're a good team. They're going to be coming strong down the stretch. I don't see a lot of action coming out of Heath Miller and a lot of production.
They're ranked number 2 in their division. The Raiders are second in their division
They're
right now.
3 games behind your Denver Broncos. But your Denver Broncos.
Your Denver Broncos, not my Denver Broncos. For defenses, I actually have 2, and it's mostly
2 to start or 2 to sit?
Sit.
Okay.
I actually have 2. I want you to sit both of these defenses because I think it's just going to be just terrible. Sit the Packers defense. Sit the Panthers defense. Sit both of those defenses. Don't touch the game.
Don't even touch the game.
Well, I'm still going to start Cam Newton because I think he's going to be the best quarterback option for me. But I wouldn't touch that game because I think it's just going to be way too defensive. I don't think it's going to be very high scoring at all.
Yeah. I would tell you to sit the Titans defense. The Saints are they're starting to feel their mojo. They got the timing right, 7 touchdowns. This isn't
Oh, man.
reactionary.
Drew Brees.
And the Titans, they did a coaching change. They fired their coach this week. Unlike the Dolphins, which responded well to it because they went to a bye week, they were able to kind of reinvent themselves over a 2-week period. The Titans won't have that opportunity. The Titans are going to be paper tigers. They're going to be hammered. I'd say sit the Titans.
All right. So next segment we have pick up off of waiver wire. We're just going to go back and forth because we're running out a little bit of time here. Who do you want to pick up from the waiver wire? I actually have Derek Carr. I'm drinking the Jason Earnest juice, I guess.
Is he there? If he's there, get him. I agree.
He's there. He's there in all of my leagues.
I would say get him if he's there. I told him already to play him. He was there in my league. I picked up Crabtree. I mean, it's just amazing. I think he's a good pickup. That's not a new name. I shouldn't go to the well again. Riley for the Eagles. He's pretty consistent.
Really?
Yeah, he's pretty consistent. Cowboys defense is suspect. They got a lot of targets, the Eagles. That's the only downside. I mean, he throws to everybody. But good possession receiver. He's had a couple touchdowns. I'd pick up Riley off the waiver line. He's probably going to be there. He will get opportunities.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to do a wide receiver one because I actually have 2 of them.
Okay.
I have Malcolm Floyd and Marvin Jones.
Okay, sure.
Because I don't see why not. I mean, Malcolm Floyd against the Bears. I think it's always a good fill-up to figure out for Phil Rivers. Marvin Jones against Jacksonville, I think you can't really go wrong.
Excellent.
All right, and when we come back, we'll have your last little bit.